So Donna, how about you?
Well, I would like to tell you a little bit first about my school. We have 700 students in the school, and we are a Title I school with 91% poverty. We have 55% of our students that are LEP, 88% that are Hispanic, and about 8% African American, and 8% Anglo. We are a recognized school, but when I first came there, we were always at the bottom quartile in the district. It was real clear to me when I took over, which ties into what everyone is saying here, that the job was too big. It is too big for any one person. And so my comments to the teachers early on was the job is too big for any one teacher, too. And that we are past the time for superstar teachers. You all know about those where, you all want your kid to have this teacher because they're the best. We don't have time. There's a sense of urgency in our schools to get kids to love learning and to be successful. And so we're going to have to do that as a team. And so with that understanding in mind, it occurred to me that it was necessary to build collaboration and to build leadership across the board. So I tried to first identify key people who understood the power of teamwork there. And then there weren't any real teacher prep, principal prep programs at that time. And so what we did was we banded together, we studied what now has, for us, become professional learning communities. And we had consultants come and work with us from the district. We modeled like great teamwork in fishbowl settings. And then also I provided a lot of time. Lots of my budget goes to teachers being able to visit each other. And also they have time, full planning days together. We put systems and structures into place based on 5 key questions that all good educators have to ask each other. There was a sense of accountability. It was messy. It wasn't linear at all. It took a lot of conversations together. My counselor, the AP, and I had to get together. When we were changing a culture of schools, we had to talk with the teachers about the emotional effects of changing a practice of isolation to a practice of collaboration. And what does it look to put your work out on the table and look at data? Big, big steps. We had to work with them, talk with them, and then the culture did shift. And how did we know that? Well, first of all, these academic team managers, we call them that because they were invaluable, they said to me, no longer can collaboration be by invitation on this campus. It is an expectation when we hire people. That's from the teachers. And we got, no longer did I hear, oh, we're doing it because Donna wants it. No, we do it now because it's right for kids. And so they were coming to me with strategies that they thought would work better. Sometimes I would go home, they met weekly, the culture exists, they still do, and I would be in the hallways, 5:30, 6 o'clock, teams would still be meeting. And I know Education Oz Austin's here, but I didn't require that. They were down there because the work was meaningful. The work was meaningful. They wanted to be there. I had to say, go home, you guys. No, we just want to finish this up. We just got to finish this up. And so with that, we have had a low turnover rate at Galindo. We have people wanting to come there and work. I hire for attitude and commitment. If you want to be at Galindo, we usually take student teachers who've been with us for a whole year, that sort of sense of residency. Or if you're an outside teacher coming in, no matter how good you are, we ask that you take the day off, come on in and spend the day with the kids and the teachers on that team that you're going to be with so that you can see if this is the place for you and if you're going to fit with us. I'm excited to be a leadership development school this year because for the first time we'll actually have a principal in training and an AP in training. But I do want to say that there are 7 people that helped develop the process at Galindo who are now 2 are successful APs at Galindo, like what Dr. Christopherson was saying. One is now the director for our bilingual special ed and gifted talented program in the district. We have 1 in educator quality, and I have 2 assistant principals out there. So those understandings about collaboration grow, I think, as we're able to really provide substantial opportunities to have hands-on conversations and collaboration about how to get kids to be most successful.
So Donna, let me come back with a follow-up question just to talk a little bit about that. What specifically, when you look back at kind of a re-engineering of the school, what would you say were the one or two just really tough things that took place?
I think it was identifying, well, it's building the leadership, you know, because at first, if I could identify one good leader at a grade level when I first got there, that was tough. Changing that culture was tough. Now there are 4 to 5 leaders on every grade level. But
when you say 4 to 5 leaders, 4 to 5 leaders
at each grade level
that are bought into the future and where you need to go.
I would say really 95 to 96% of the faculty buys in. I don't have any real outliers to the culture of collaboration. What I think it takes, though, and what was most difficult is conversation after conversation after conversation. It's that communication piece that Rajit was talking about. Face-to-face time with teams, face-to-face times with individuals, spreading the good news, look at what's going on here, let's get this team up there, you know, giving the things that Dr. Kostarfin was talking about in terms of credit for your work,
right.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. From when you started to where you are now, how much of your team is the same?
Well, you're talking about teachers?
The whole staff. Just
the whole staff, I'd say 75%.
Correct.
80%.
That's super.